Hello, I'm Matt Wallenweber. I'm a security researcher and privacy advocate with Project Mayhem. I mostly talk about mass surveillance and facial recognition technology, FRT, in New Orleans. It's dense material and hard to understand. I get it. I've been at this for years and I'm still learning. There's a lot to process. I know because it's challenging to make these videos. I struggle on each one, trying to condense down all the material for folks who don't have a lot of time. Today is going to be a little simpler. We're going to talk about NOPD lying. Everyone has an image of a corrupt cop, and everyone understands the problems with cops lying. I'm going to walk you through a complete and signed police investigation. At the end, there is no other conclusion than NOPD lied to cover up illegal behavior. The only thing that you really need to know is that NOPD is prohibited from using facial recognition technology. The New Orleans City Council passed a law banning facial recognition, except under some very restrictive requirements, which don't apply here. Through public records requests, I obtained NOPD emails. In these emails, you can see NOPD officers reaching out hundreds of times to Brian Lagarde at Project NOLA, a massive spy camera network that does facial recognition matches. In these documents, NOPD officers send Project NOLA the pictures of a suspect and ask for the person to be added to Project NOLA alerts or a hot list. These are requests for facial recognition and obvious violations of New Orleans law and NOPD policy. Because of that, I submit complaints asking for these abuses of FRT to be investigated. I didn't expect much. I assumed NOPD PIB would confirm the behavior and the officers would get a slap on the wrist. I was blown away, though, that an official police investigation determined that NOPD didn't use facial recognition. So let's get into it. There are 19 bullet points in complaint 2026-00030. We're going to get to them all, but today we're talking about the first one. On February 1st, 2026, I alleged that NOPD officer Cunningham used facial recognition technology, but NOPD PIB said that he did not. Let's look at the evidence. On March 18th, 2025, Officer Cunningham emails Brian Lagarde at Project NOLA. He names the suspect, Tyron Calloway, says that he's wanted, and attaches 3 pictures of him. This is the standard way NOPD requests FRT from Project NOLA. NOPD emails the pictures to the facial recognition system. That suspect is added. NOPD then receives alerts when there's a facial recognition match. It's obvious, but it's implicit. Like a drug deal, they don't explicitly say, hey man, could you get me that fire FR? It's not like Officer Cunningham asked to be added to the real-time alerting for facial recognition cameras. In this follow-up email, Officer Cunningham asked to be added to the automated alerts to Project NOLA, the real-time facial recognition system. But wait, perhaps hyper-focused, pedantic folks out there might argue they didn't actually say facial recognition. In the next email, Brian Lagarde, the owner of the facial recognition system, writes, in addition to all our French Quarter FR cameras, we have FR cameras at Two Oaks. FR cameras. It couldn't be that FR cameras are actually facial recognition cameras. I'm no detective, but I think I know what the guy running facial recognition camera network means when he writes FR cameras in reply to an NOPD cop asking for notifications when the face of a suspect alerts on a camera. But it gets worse. The evidence is even more damning. The email thread ends with the guy replying, our FR cameras detected him, and attached a picture of Calloway's face from the facial recognition alert. In a signed official investigation, NOPD determined that Officer Cunningham did not request FRT, facial recognition technology. NOPD is just fucking lying. You don't need to understand the technology or to have an opinion about whether facial recognition technology is good or bad or should or shouldn't be used. All you know is that NOPD lied about it, and everyone should have a major problem with the police conducting an official investigation, denying reality, and officially signing off on it. This is the first of 19 bullet points. We're going to go through them all. I have receipts. All the documents are online at Project Mayhem. Let's cause some good trouble. Let's cause some mayhem for corrupt cops. Links are below. Thank you.